Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Matt Bell here at the Electric Violin Shop. We're just kind of hanging out on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon here. I'm in Durham, North Carolina. I'm looking outside. It's a little cloudy, but it's warm out. It's spring here. Everything's growing. It's nice. Go ahead and dump in the chat section where you are. I'd love to know where you guys are so that we can shout you out. Um, but our guest today is named Volt, and Volt is in Bangkok, Thailand. So, how's it going, Volt?
Hello everyone, สวัสดีครับ My name is Volt, all the way from Bangkok, and you can see like right now it's like dark outside, so different, no cloud at all. But yeah, I'm very happy to be here and to see everyone. Thank you so much, Matt, for having me today.
Yeah, man, we tried to have you on last week. Last week we had a panel where we were talking about different ways to make money, different income streams that you can use when you're playing electric violin. And somehow I failed to communicate properly what time we were doing this, and Volt showed up like as we were finishing. I was texting him. I'm like, "Hey, you gonna come?" And he's like, "Oh snap! It's like 3 o'clock in the morning here or something." Jason Lee's here. He's in New
Jason
York. I'm actually going to be in New York tomorrow, Jason. Um,
is a very good friend of mine. Jason. Mm.
see, Birmingham, New York is here. Liverpool, England, the UK. I can't see without my glasses on. Why
Yeah,
are
so we
these
have a
things so
guest, Christian.
small?
Oh, from Bangkok.
My goodness.
Wow.
Yeah, Bangkok, Santa Fe, New Mexico. What's up, Santa Fe? Awesome. Thank you guys for hanging out. Um, yeah, Volt, I would love for you to just kind of tell us your story and yeah, just tell us your story. I'll let you go.
All right. Hi everyone. My name is Volt Jingjit. Volt Vichapon Jingjit, all the way from Bangkok, and I'm so happy to be here. I'm so grateful that to share a story about like my journey and what am I working on right now about like how is life here in Bangkok, Thailand. I guess a lot of people would love to come here, at least for the beach, and then like have a good time in the good summer under the sun. And yeah, if you have chance to come here, please let me know. I would love to be your guest. Well, I I play violin since I was very young, and I just started to play electric violin like since 2019. Actually, maybe 18, 19. Um, Before that, I do play my acoustic violin with a paddleboard, and once I went to the NAM show in 2017, I have chance to meet my friend in from 3D Various, and they're all the way from France, and they invent a very cool 3D printed violin. So I was the artist since then, and I'm so happy to like keep enjoy the journey using electric violin. And right now, I'm touring with a artist. That's one. So that's one is a six string. I use five string, six string, and seven string. Please check them out. It's pretty cool. And the version that have a strap is so good. It's really cool for me as well. I don't need to like hang. I cannot need to put my violin down at all. So I just keep it up there. Yeah. So if you have any question about 3D Warriors and pedal that I use with my violin, please let me know. Thank you, Matt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody had actually asked. They had already asked the question, what effects pedals is best for electric violin? And I usually answer, there is no
Well,
best. They're all just kind of different. But
that's
yeah, tell
right.
us about your rig and what you're using.
Well, I was use a very like a vintage one. Like I was use a separate. I didn't use multi effect at the first place. I use a different one. But right now I use a multi effect from whole tone, the Imperial Storm 2. And I go everything through my signal chain. I have a clean boost from Shin's Music. I have a compressor from Strymon. I have a user H9, like everyone use it, right? From even Thai, and I run through my all my pedal board through the stereo. So when I play in a live show, I can have myself like bigger. You know, like when we play in the pop band, uh, as a only one violinist, we have to like fill up the both side. We have to fill up the left side, have to fill up the right side. So I use the one of the pedal from the in the whole tone, Imperial whole tone. It's pretty cool. It's called Stereolyzer. Stereolyzer. I'm not sure what another name that people use on another pedal, but like that's one is like explore my mind when I use it. It just like help you to separate all the frequency that you have to the left and right side, and you can even like make it like smaller. You can make it like 100% or like make it
Mm.
smaller. So I used it with with a ping pong from the
Mm.
from the Strymon Dick, and use it as like a make it like a going around my ear, and I also use a reverb to make it even blend. So
Mhm.
like when I press the octave on the violin, it's pretty cool. It's just like very huge. So yeah, I'm in the future I'm gonna make some video about like what I hear from my in-ear monitor, so everyone can see the picture that like wow, it's so good to hear like your own sound of violin in a very big fields, but everything is like in your both ear. So I'm very impressed and very excited about that. Yeah.
So do you play through a stereo PA then when you're playing out?
Yeah, that's right. I do play through my stereo system. I After the Imperial Hoton, I go to a DI, go to the JDI from a radio, and it's worked pretty well. No need for phantom power, because like when I go to play some small club, I don't need to worry about like, oh, do they have a phantom power? Do the phantom power is like share with another microphone or not? So I was using Neve before, um, and sometimes I have struggled with a phantom power like a switch. Some place doesn't have a separate phantom power for each channel. So yeah, I use through its JDI work pretty well.
Awesome. Yeah, someone asked, do you still play classical music?
I do. I do still play classical music, and guess she's a colleague of mine back in the Silabakon, the school that I went before I go to Berkeley. Yeah, I still do classical music. Right now I didn't have much gig on classical music, but I'm still working on the piece as well. And when I teach students, I still have a classical etude, and some students bring a classical piece to me, and then like, okay, can you teach me and play with them sometime as well? And yeah, I still do a recording and stuff.
Awesome. Andy is asking, what do you use for stage monitoring? And you're using stereo in ears too, right?
Yeah. So everything is go through my P2, right? It's the P2 from Behringer, the small one that like I can plug my in-ear monitor into. So I didn't use a stage monitor at all. I just use the in-ear monitor mostly right now. And yeah, the the custom in-ear monitor is work pretty well with us as a violin, because we don't need to like bring it out and in all the time. We just like keep it there, and
Right.
with my strap, I just like leave my violin up here. I can drink water. I can do do everything. Just like drop my bow down, and then okay, can do everything. And as you can hear everything through my ear. Yeah.
Tell us about the band that you're playing with now.
I play with the band called One and Off. It's the name is very tricky. We love to make a like a nickname, of many things. And One and Dolph is like a WHAL and Dolph, DOLPH, which is like a whale and dolphin.
Hmm.
I know whale and dolphin is not that very long word, but like when we call it like a nickname, it's like people love it like wow and Dolph. So it's a represent two friend of mine who is a leader of the band. There he is a singer. Paul is a singer. He represent for Dolphin, and one which is a one on is guitarist, and he make a music for us for the band, and he represent one like a Wales. So it's One and Dove. It's a band that I'm touring with right now.
Mm.
You can follow them on Instagram as well. I can leave the name of the Instagram. Wait, where can I put the comment?
Yeah, just put it in. I think you can comment there on the screen that you're on, and it might go to Facebook and YouTube. We're actually broadcasting on both right now. So
So like the guest chat, right? I can
no,
just
I think that's just for you and me. And the other one, if you can see comments, it might go to both places.
I see it, but seem like I cannot comment anything down there.
Well, if you can't, I
Hmm.
will add it afterwards. I can put it in.
Sure, definitely. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, man. So, what kind of music you guys play in, and then what role does the violin play in that band?
The music that we play is mostly like a indie rock, indie pop. Um, the instrumental. Okay, let's talk about the instrumental first. The instrumental that we have two guitars, bass, keyboard, drum, and violin. So the band was invented for like many years before I joined the band, and the time that the band is very popular in Thailand is like when I was in Berkeley, when I was in Boston, about like 2016, 17, 18, right before COVID, and when during I'm studying there, I always like come back to Thailand and recording some song for artists, and then one of the song that really popular for One and Dove, I was on that as well. And after that, a friend of mine, the leader, he just like, okay, hey man, if you come back to Thailand, just come and tour with us. And I'm so happy because like right after I moved back here to Thailand, I have a plan to like I want to try to like be a touring artist. So I want to get the feeling of like how it feel, you know, after learning different stuff, after try teaching, after recording, and to be a touring artist as a violinist is very special. And since I have an electric violin, it's helped me a lot. Okay, let's back a little bit to the style of the band. I would say it's like a acoustic folk. If you guys check them out on Spotify or YouTube, you will see like many times the song is leading by the acoustic guitar, and the the last album that we done, I have chance to be participate as a violinist on that, so you can hear more the violin sound in the track on the track. If you check us out on the Instagram, you can hear that on the live show. I also doing a violin on that as well as an electric violin.
Mm.
Yeah,
Awesome. So, yeah, what kind of effects would you use mostly with that band?
I use my main pedal. It's possible if I show that. I just post it on Instagram. Maybe I can share to Matt through the Instagram, or if you can open my Instagram, let me check really quick. Um, hold on. Oh, actually, I can share the screen, right?
I don't think, I think so.
Okay, let me try to share my screen. Okay,
Oh, I got it. Let me, here it is. Boom, there it is right next to you.
okay. So here it is. I'm seeing what ring now. Some teaching this guys yes,
Ooh,
I
that audio got munchy.
really can hear me okay.
No, it got really weird.
Okay. About
Let me,
this better.
it was up just a second ago. I'm actually going to punt that out, see if your audio gets better. Go ahead.
Okay,
Oh,
sure.
that's better. Yeah.
Uh,
I did share it on the screen for a minute, so hopefully everybody got to see it.
okay, okay. Yeah. So I use okay that when the picture come up, you can see like what am I using. I try a different way. Uh I try to use a wireless as well, but the one I used before previously is like it's good. If I use it alone, I use the X-Wife. When I use it alone, it's pretty good. But when I use it in the music festival, it's got interrupt a lot. So I just back to use a cable since I'm not the front man. I don't need to like go left and right and go around. So I just like stay with on my station. So I use a cable right now. If you can see from my picture, and you can check out on my Instagram later on a Volt Jingjit as well. So with my pedal, I use compressor. I use a comprade from a Strymon. I have I have been trying different one um from a different brand, and I feel like a comprade have a very good function that work pretty well with a violin, since we don't need that very squeak sound like an electric
Mhm.
guitar. Like when we solo, they have an option that you can choose the compressor like the that you use in a studio, or the squeak compressor, which is like a vintage compressor that you use when you solo. And I always use a studio because like it didn't squeak my sound that much, and it's live up, and it still have a good headroom for my violin sound throughout the sixth string. Sometimes use the sixth string. It might possible to have like some note that like dropping out a little bit, and this helped me a lot. So after the compressor, I go through the clean booth from the Shin's Music. It's pretty good one. I'm not sure if you know about this brand pedal. It's
No.
from Japan. It's pretty high end. They made a lot of good Dumbroy pedal, which is cloning a Dumble, the amp, the guitar amp. And I think because he was work with the real Dumble back in the time, and he tried to like make it into the pedal. And I was used a clone version before. I was used a clone KTR before. So if you know that in a distortion world we have a big two like
Mhm.
sound of the distortion, like a clone, like a centaur, and
Right.
a dumbo, which is like the
Right.
amp. And I was try clone before. It's pretty good with the violin. It sounds very great. The clone KTR. But right now the price is getting very high, and the Dumbo sound. So right now I want to explore more in the Dumbo sound on the violin, and it sounds pretty good. And it's just like a go through. When you're a violinist in the guitar band, when you have a two guitar, the frequency, the range is pretty like almost the same.
Hmm.
um it's like in the middle, so like we sometimes in our band we just call ourselves like, okay, we the mid band, because like we have two guitar and one violin, and our vocal also a guy as well, so like everything is like in the middle.
Right.
So sometimes when you want to like cut through everything, you need something that really help you to be like cut through when you solo. So I use this one. I didn't use a high gain version. I use a low gain version, which
Mm.
is still make me able to like play the good comping when I didn't solo. I still can make it like a bring the tone down a little bit, bring the drive up a little bit, and the sound is still like a have a good sound and very clear, cut through the middle part. And this Dumbroy also have the clean boost and the drive in one pedal. So sometimes I just want to lift everything up. I just use the clean boost, and the clean boost there is pretty good. The really interesting thing is that I'm not sure if anyone tried this. I use a buffer when I plug my violin into the pedalboard, I use a buffer from Provident. Have you ever heard about this brand,
I don't know about
Provident?
Providence, but I know like that's it's definitely you want to plug into a buffer so that you've got like the meatiest possible signal that you can get.
Yeah, that's right. And I found out that my Provident Vitali, I'm not, I forgot the name. Provident Vitali is like this small. It's pretty small pedal, and it doesn't work that very good with the guitar sound that I like, but it's work pretty well with the violin.
Mm,
I try to plug my violin to the LA sound, the one that very popular for the guitar, and I feel like the color is too color for me.
mm,
But this one is more clean, it's more clear. It's my good for acoustic sound, acoustic instrument. So it's one of the life hack for me. It's just a small pedal, small thing that like it's pretty cute. Just you can, if you don't want to put it on the pedal board, you just be able to put it under the pedal board, so you have a more
mm,
room on your pedal board, and it's always on, and it's help to like clean off your signal and bring back the um what's called the impedance that you lost all the way through the cable. Yeah. So if you never use a buffer before, just try it. Many pedal also have a buffer inside of them. So yeah, you can try a different way. Sometimes too many buffer might make you feel a little bit weird, but you can try to like you can when you try a pedal, like when you use a stomp box, not a multi pedal. Each stomp box have a different function.
mhm,
So sometime in your clean boost might also have a buffer. Sometime in your liver might have a buffer. Sometime in your compressor might have a buffer. So like don't forget to check them out as well, because like sometimes buffer can make it good. Sometimes it can make it different. And sometimes like you try to find out like what has happened to my sound. I try to close this, turn this off, but something is still there. So like each pedal might give you something different. So yeah, check them out.
yeah. Now,
Yeah.
you said that you've been before you got your electric from 3D Various, you'd been playing with a pickup on your acoustic, right?
Yeah, I do.
So when did you first start exploring like amplified violin and what kind of your journey on amplification and learning about effects and learning about electronics and all that?
Wow. Uh, I would like to bring it back to like wow, like since 2009, 2010, sometime around there when I was in a college, and I was in a jazz major, which is like I when I play in a jazz bar, I definitely need a pedal, need a pickup or need a mic. That's one of the weak spot for violinists since 1920, when we don't have any thing to amplify our sound, and we cannot fight with the drum, we cannot fight with with a saxophone, with a horn section in a jazz bar. So I need the pickup. At first, I use Brad Various. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this one, but luckily that back then we start to have a YouTube around 2008, 2009. So I have chance to like be able to check out what's going on in the world. In Bangkok, Thailand, it's not easy to know when we have a new innovation
Mm,
across the world. So like when we have an internet, and when we easier to like get access to internet, I try to like find a different pickup and try to listen to a different one. Like we have a Ava back, have a Fishman. At that time, I choose the Bad Darius to use, which is like the bridge that have a cable come out, and it just look like a Fishman 300, I think, and in a many brand also use that way as well. At that time, I used it for a while until the bridge it start to bend,
Mm,
so it's, so I have to change it. And in 2014, I have a very good friend of mine, Max Bedouel. He is a great jazz violinist from Nantes in France. He come to Thailand and he come to the bar. Oh no, he he's a teacher in a gypsy jazz camp in Netherlands. Which back in that time is called Gabali Camp. It's run by Tim Kippaus. He's very good gypsy jazz player and one of my first gypsy jazz teacher back then. And I contact with I have a contact with Max at that time, and Max told me that yeah he's gonna come to Thailand. So he always come here. I never know met him before. So like at that time he bring this pickup all the way back all the way from a friend to me. It's called FWF MV1. I'm
mm,
not sure. It might not that very popular around the world, but a lot of French player might know about this brand,
mm,
FWF MV1, which is like it's a pickup that like is going through your bridge, and I have it as well, but it's gonna take some time. So okay, I gotta explain to you. It's gonna go to your bridge, and at that time, I try to find a way to fix the way that I attach my electric, my pickup to the acoustic body, and I should be able to like remove able. You know, when I don't want to use it, I don't want to stick it all the time because like
right,
when we play in a classical band, we have to like need to project more sound.
right.
So this pickup and the way that Max used, he take off the leg of it. So you know, a lot of violin pickup have the leg that clamp on your side of your violin.
Hmm.
He take it off and then he just make it like a through with a cable. So it's like a the cable through the pickup and then just go into your bridge. When you don't use it, you just take it out. You know
Okay.
what? I gonna show everyone. I think this is a very good. I'm gonna be back very quick. Let me unpack my violin real quick.
Hey, thanks to everybody who's joining us today. Awesome on Facebook and on YouTube. We do a live stream every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So if it's 3 p.m. in New York, that's when we do the live stream. Um, and yeah, we pick a different topic every week. Sometimes we will interview different players. Last week we were talking about income stream in for violinists. Sometimes I will teach on a topic like how to use a wah pedal or what a reverb pedal is. Sometimes I'll do product reviews. I'll show you a product real quick. We just got this in. Just got this pedal in from Game Changer Audio. It's basically like a whammy bar. So
Ooh.
like that's your pitch shift down, and then with your toe you can do a pitch shift up. And when you pick your foot up off of it, the spring it just snaps back to center. So you can go
Wow.
down and you can set it to do like a warble. So you set it to when you bend down, it goes wah 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 wah, right? So you can set the speed on there. You can set your blend, your dry tone, and the effective tone, and then you can set how far down or up it goes. And there's a button here. You've got two different modes in there. So these will light up in white for one mode, will light up in red for the other mode. Really cool pedal. So sometimes I'll do reviews of different things. So every Wednesday at 3 o'clock New York time, just clear your calendar and you can come hang out with us and cool people like Volt. I went the wrong way. There we go. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Matt. Yeah. So this is a pickup that I use since then, since like 2014, and this like about almost like 10 years already. I use this. Um, so this is you see the all the cable and the pickup is like in together, and this is what it look like. So the cable, this size of cable is come to a RCA. So like this pickup have a RCA output like a lot of pickup does. Also like just take it off the leg of it, and then this the pickup. And this one of the life hack that I really like it so much when I use some of the rubber to like the heat rubber to like
Mm,
cover the plate that you use with your pickup. You can try it. You can try with your pickup if you feel like your pickup have too much high. This
hmm.
rubber heat. I'm not sure if how it's called. It's like a heat pipe or
Yeah, it's
what
like
is
a heat
called.
shrink.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you
that's
put it
right.
on, and then
So
you hit it with like a hair dryer, and it shrinks down.
yeah, that's right. So yeah, this is what I using, and it's always there. Um, and with my acoustic violin, I just go like this, just go back like this, and then bring it up and
Oh,
uh
nice.
go go round the two string like this, and then round it back,
What?
and then put it into your lower bridge. And what you have here,
Oh,
very
nice.
interesting very interesting thing is like, you see, nothing touch the body.
Oh, yeah. That's slick.
So so um so when I try this, and I just like, okay, it's just touch the rim of the front, and it's worked pretty well, and it doesn't like interrupt your body. You know, when you have a for your expensive violin, sometimes you have a very old violin, sometimes you're touring in a hot country, and you're touring in a very humid, like my country. I have to very aware of like have a rubber touch with the
Mm.
wood, so I'm very aware about it. So I just like, okay, this is a pretty good pickup that work very well. I don't want to use any rubber to clamp on here, and like gonna melt, it's gonna melt on your wood.
Oh my
So
goodness.
you know what I mean, right?
Right.
In a humid and very hot country, it's anything could happen. And many times when you have to play like beside the beach, or like close to the some places have a lot of water, everything could happen. So yeah, I try to find a way to like get out of the risk, and I found this, and it's pretty good. This one is a FWFMV1, and yeah, you can check them out. You can change the cable. Right now it's this like a normal electric guitar cable, which is very thick, but you can change it to the small one, and it still sound good. Yeah, and you can choose the range of your cable. Right now I use like a 4.5, and um the jack I use a Nutric,
Mm. Yep.
and the cable I use a Canale. So check them out. It's work pretty well with a violin sound, the Canare and the Nutric. And sometimes if you want to try a different one, you can try the Canare with a Switchcraft, which is like a pretty good combination. I use it with my another cable as well. But I think another cable I use a Mogami with a Switchcraft, and it's
Hmm.
worked pretty well. Yeah, if you don't want to spend too much money on the cable, you can try this way. It's a lot cheaper. Just ask your friend who able to like put everything together for you, and it's help a lot. Yeah.
Awesome. So you have to build all your own cables then.
Yeah, so mostly I use my own cable, and when I use this cable, I always go to like a NIF
Hmm.
DI, and NIF DI is like it's pretty good for violin sound. It's pretty good for bass. It's pretty good for acoustic instrumental. So NIF DI is this one. Um, where it is? Where it is? Oops. Okay, NIF DI is this one. If you're not familiar, check them out. NIF DI. I think it's pretty good. Work pretty well with a acoustic instrument. Rupert NIF DI. They also have the stereo version as well. So if you're looking for the DI box that you're gonna use with with your violin, you can check them out. It's help a lot.
Yeah, it's hard to go
Yeah.
wrong with with that name. Yeah, Rupert Neve is like a legend in the sound business.
Definitely, you can hear his name on a lot of very high end equipment in studio, like on the mixer board, on the a lot of good interface. No, not interface. Also have a Neve interface as well. A lot of compressor, the good compressor, from Rupert Neve. So like yeah, you cannot get anything wrong from this name. It's pretty good brand, and this one is pretty cheap. I'm not sure how much it's right now, but according to the another stuff that they have, this one is very cheap.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, we were talking earlier how prices are going crazy, not just in Thailand, but in the US too. Every price has gone up, I feel like, in the last year or so.
Man, that's right. All right, I got some question about
Yeah.
Andy. Andy asked me about what bow do I use for live performance. Um, Definitely, mostly I use a carbon fiber bow. Um, and the carbon fiber bow that I use right now, um, I have a story about it. I want to use a very good carbon fiber. I have chance to try the different good one when I was visit a violin shop in Nashville. So if you've been to Nashville, you will know this name, the
Oh
violin
yeah.
shop.
Fun
Just
place
name
to hang
violin
out.
shop. That's right, and it's just like everything that you need about a violin. Pretty cool stuff. Good friend. They're a good player as well. And if you want to try the carbon fiber bowl, you can go there and you can. I think they might have almost every brand of the carbon fiber bowl, and they also have a lot of good wood bowl as well. Well, the story about my carbon fiber bowl is back in 2017 or 18, I have a gypsy jazz gig with a band in Boston, and right before the show, I wrap my bowl with a rosin, and then all the all the horsehair just like come out from the bowl
Oh.
and left just only one horsehair. And just like, okay, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna start the gig in a few seconds. So luckily, my friend, the bass player, he have a bow. He brought the bow with him, so I have to use the bass bow for the whole two set. Imagine that when you have to play swing, play gypsy jazz swing on the baseball. It's short. It's pretty short, and, and it's so hard when when. Okay, let's talk about the technique for the swing ball a little bit. The good the good spot to play your swing on your violin is on the tip of the ball. It's gonna make your sound like easier to like a swing and like a really relax. But the baseball is so short, so it's equal. That's what. That's right.
There's so
It's like,
like
yeah, man. I don't need to put any weight on it at all. It's way too much already. So it's just like how to swing in the middle and how to swing in the middle. Luckily, I don't need to put any weight on it. Just swing it. And after that gig, I just like, okay, now I know that I need a second bowl. I need a spare bowl, definitely. So I went to the violin shop in Boston, and I asked them, do they have any like cheap carbon fiber bowl? And they have this one. It's like about like a $50. I don't know if they have a brand on it or not, but I still using it since then until now, and it's worked pretty well. It still work pretty well. So yeah, if well, for the carbon fiber bowl, every every carbon fiber bowl for me, when I try the different one, is different.
mhm.
So you have to try by yourself. Um, every each one of them is different for your feeling. Some of them might have some weight that are heavy or whatever. I'm not sure about the expensive carbon fiber bowl, but the one I have, the $50, is different. So I choose this one, and it still work pretty well when in a raining time in Thailand, and I still can use the carbon fiber bowl, and I can stewing, and I can chop like easier. So yeah, it's good to have a spare bowl, and you must have it if you don't want to use a bass bowl.
And you don't want to use a bass bow.
If you want to use a bass bowl in the jazz gig, they might have a bass bowl for you, but you don't want to use it for sure. You can try.
Yeah,
You can try. You might
I
have new
always carry
sound. But
two bows. I always bring two bows
yeah,
with me just in case. I was on stage one night, and the same thing. I'm always whipping my bow around. Like
oh,
I
man.
always use carbon fiber, so I'm always whipping the bow around. And I was goofing off with my singer, and I went to whip the bow at him, and I was gonna whip it
Oh man.
between his face and his microphone, like he was singing,
Uh huh.
and I was
Uh
just
huh.
gonna whip the bow between his face, and I missed, and I hit his microphone,
You
and
missed the space.
I missed his face. Yeah, good thing because he's the one that writes my paychecks. But this little piece on my bow, the hair came out.
Oh
So
man.
I've just got all this loose hair hanging from the frog. And I look
Oh man.
over and my roadie is sitting next to my violin case, and he pulls out my spare
Uh-huh.
bow and just throws it across the stage.
Whoa.
And I just caught it and went right back to playing. And
Lucky that you caught it.
everybody thought it was part of the show. No, my one that was
Oh man.
broken, I was like,
That's crazy. Imagine if you miss it again and it's broke another
oh
one.
yeah,
You just like
you can't miss the second one. You can't. You have to
yeah,
catch it.
you can miss it. You cannot catch the space right now. You need to catch the ball.
Yeah, I'm a dad,
Man.
so like when my kids were little, they always they
All
always
right.
want you to throw them up in the air, and that's why you can't miss.
you,
When you throw your kids, you
you
can't
could
miss.
you could with it.
So if your
You
boat is
practice it.
coming flying through the air, you have to catch it.
Yeah, man. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy story.
But yeah, Andrew was
Yeah,
on top of it, man. He saw my bow break, and he just reached in my case and pulled out another one, and just threw it at me.
but he threw you to you like this, not like sprint it out, right?
Yeah, he like a
Okay,
javelin.
like
Just
a turtle. Yeah, traveling.
yeah, so it's coming in
Imagine
like
if you
this.
just like sprint it
I'm
out.
just I just catch it, just go to work.
Oh man, good catch.
Like I said, you can't miss. That's the spare. It's the last one you got.
Yeah, so everyone, if you don't want to catch or if you want to play with your pizzicato or the cello, you need a spare bow. Or you want to use bass bow, you need a spare bow. You don't want to use a guitar pick on your violin for sure.
It'd be a long
Impossible.
night.
Yeah, man. Wow.
Good times. So yeah, maybe tell people about your time at Berkeley and what you were studying there, and who you studied with at Berkeley.
All right. When I was in Berkeley, okay. First thing first, many people thought when you see some people go to a school for go to a board school, you might thought that they are very good musician at the first place or whatever. But for me, I go there because I need to learn more, and I always have a passion to like I want to be better in my basic technique and my jazz language as well. So when I go to Berkeley, I go there because in Berkeley have a different like a variety of teacher, not just only a classical, not just only a jazz, not just only the rock, not just only a gypsy jazz or any kind of music. I go there and at first I study with Jason Enig,
Hmm.
very good friend and very good teacher.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
amazing.
he he's he's amazing. He's a very cool guy that you ever met in this world. You can check him out on the YouTube. He always do the lesson and some transcription from himself that he solo on it and a lot of transcription that you can learn. A lot of good like a very tasty jazz lick. hot lick. If you need some of them, you can check Jason out. Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. He come to Thailand once. We
Oh,
have
okay.
a hang and we have a workshop for him. So yeah, check him out. And after that, I have lesson with Darrell Anger,
Mm.
the inventor of Total Iceland String Quartet, and
Yep.
I'm really impressed. Even before I go to Berkeley, like the chopping technique that he used, the language that he used for improvise on his octave violin on his
Hmm.
5 string. Wow, back in 1970, I think
Hmm.
the one that he used in uh the night a night in Tunisia. I think everyone
Hmm.
can find a night in Tunisia by a Total Iceland Swim Quartet. The very vintage look one. Just
Yeah.
check it out and check his solo. Check his the feeling like the breakdown of his solo. It's just like it's just like at a time just like what going on. I'm
He's
not gonna
ridiculous.
be able to like transcribe this at all. It's just like and then everyone they just come in together. So a lot of cool stuff from the Total Iceland String Quartet. So I decided to take a lesson with Daryl and also take a the ensemble with him as well. Have listened with Rob Thomas. Rob Thomas have a very cool and very modern idea of how to play modern jazz on the violin. You can check him out. He have a violin book, Rob Thomas from Rob Thomas. Um, a lot of good basic technique that you can share with your student, or if you are new to the jazz. This is like really good mapping, good way to mapping fingerboard. You know, for violin, for improviser, what you need to learn first thing you need to learn how to mapping your fingerboard, and if you be able to mapping your fingerboard, wow, that's gonna change your world. Because like back when you learn classical music, you play with your eyes, you play
Hmm.
with like you play what you see, but when you have to play with what you feel, what you hear, what you need is you need a muscle memory that like really like work well with your instrument, not just really the knowledge of the music theory. Everyone can learn jazz harmony from anywhere, but like the way that you can use it on your violin, that is very important. And once you have it, wow, it's gonna change your world. Um, Besides a jazz musician that I have learned from Simon Shaheen. Have a
Mm.
lesson with Simon Shaheen. He's incredible Middle East player. He's like the master in microtonal stuff in the tradition world. So that time I'm really interested in microtonal because as a violinist, you know, we can do in any pitch. We can make like almost every sound from your violin. You can make your violin like a cow. You can make your violin like a bird. You can make your violin like almost everything. Um, and in a folk tradition, in each country, folk tradition have a special intonation, special note in each scale. So I was very interested in like how to make the sound like a sound from Middle East, how to make the sound like sound from Japan, sound from Thailand. Like I I know this sound, but I don't know how to play on my violin.
Mm.
I don't know how to hear it. So I have chance to learn from Simon Shaheen, and from his traditional way, and I learned a modern way from the David Filshensky. He was a guitar, two neck guitar that he used a microtone guitar as well, and he played with Hiromi, the piano player. He touring with him, with her, and he also a teacher of like mono neon and different artists that play microtonal stuff as well. So yeah, that's like opened my world a lot. Another thing that like helping me through the Berkeley is I'm really bad at rhythmic back
Mm.
then, and right now I'm still learning. But back then I'm really bad at it, so I have chance to take like a percussion, like African percussion from the teacher from the percussion department, and also take a rhythmic from the South Indian, the Carnatic music, so the Tadin Ginatum, and
Oh
those
yeah.
stuff. Good thing from the Berkeley community is like just they didn't teach you only how to what it is or how to use it, but they teach you to make a song from it or like make a solo from it. I have a lesson with uh Bruno Raberg. I'm not sure if you know him. He's a bass player, jazz bass player, and he used this idea of a kinetic music through his composition, like bring like a uh, the Takadimi, whatever, like the different combination of the rhythmic, and then make it a song, make it like a bass line on a jazz piece, on a modern jazz piece. So yeah, that's a lot of things that I learned from Berkeley. I was in Berkeley Global Jazz Institute, which is led by Danilo Perez and Marco Pinatalo. Have chance to learn jazz from like a Joe Lovano, Josh Garson, um, and sometime Esperanza Spalding come, Shirley Lynn Callington, and like a lot of great player like come to this institute a lot. So it's pretty fun time to spend there in Berkeley. So yeah, if you want to like expand more knowledge, you can check them out. I don't want to do like a hard sell to like bring people to Berkeley or whatever, but like just sharing what I learned, and I'm really impressed like what I have been through at that
Well,
time.
it's a great
Yeah,
school, and David Wallace is a really good friend of mine, the head of the
David
strings
Wallace.
department. So
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah. If you want to learn jazz or any kind of music, honestly, Berkeley's a great place to go. Um, hey man, thanks
Any
for
kind.
taking the time to chat with us in the middle of the night.
Thank you so much, Matt, for having me.
Where can people find your music, and where can people connect with you?
All right. So most of the platform that I use right now, I use under my name Volt Jingjit. So you can find me on Facebook, from Instagram. I want to active more on the TikTok and YouTube as well in the future. So yeah, so I use a Volt Jingjit. So if you go to my Instagram, the place I'm most active, you can go just add a Volt Jingjit, and then you can see some of my music, some of my tour life, my tour journey, and my band and my community. And yeah, if you have chance to come to Thailand, please don't be hesitate to contact me through the DM on the Instagram and let me know where you want to go, and which bar, if you want to check out on jazz bar or whatever, any food, Thai food, let me know. I can tell you if you have a picture of Thai food and if you want to see like it's a real one or not. I might I can tell you somehow like, oh, if you want real Thai food, yeah, something like that. Yeah, so feel free to like text me in anything about, yeah, whatever. Thank you
Awesome.
so much.
Well, I would love to get to Thailand at some point. We may have to make that happen. Um, but yeah, thank you for joining us, Volt, and it was always great to talk to you. And we will we will see everybody. I think I'm in town next week. So, ooh, you know what? We may have a special guest
Yeah.
next week. Chuck Bontrager
Oh,
is going to be
wow.
in Raleigh for the next couple weeks. He's on tour with Moulin Rouge. Um,
Wow.
so hopefully we'll be able to get Chuck in here to the shop and hang out with him a little bit. If you guys don't know who Chuck Bontrager is, he is going to have the first ever doctorate in electric violin. He's going to be the world's first doctor of electric violin, and he's going to be
Wow.
right here for the next couple weeks. So hopefully one of these Wednesdays we'll be able to get him in here. He's here working, so we I don't know, we may have to change the time or something in order to be able to get him on. But yeah, Yeah, Volt just invited you guys to Thailand. All I can do is invite you to Durham, North Carolina. Come play all these violins.
Yeah,
But
come check out the vacation.
that's right. See, it's daytime here. It's nighttime in Thailand. So
Yeah.
yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. Volt, always good to talk to you, and we will see everybody next week.